guys, we are back for some more in Phoenix, Wright, and right now we are going to switch again because we keep starting off on the wrong profile.
We're starting off on your profile because you're watching stuff until I start.
Yeah, I know, but still, usually you go straight to your profile.
I'm rushing because we're already late.
Yeah, apologies for that. Casey wouldn't get out of the bathroom and Sheldon needed to go potty.
Not even what I was talking about, but okay.
Still, that's one of the reasons why we're late. Anyway, what happened last time? Ah, yes. For some reason, we're going through another tutorial, even though we're like halfway through the game.
It's not a tutorial.
Well, it feels like a tutorial. But, last time... what happened last time? Yeah, we're playing as Mia again. Because Phoenix was looking at an old, article for Case. And this was her very first. Apparently this one that she lost. So I'm kind of... I don't know how this is going to end out. It's like, are we supposed to lose?
I don't know.
Oh yes, and Dahlia just came in.
Yep.
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their heart going pitter-patter.
Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, not so fast. Oh, yeah.
As I said before.
Oh yeah, this is also apparently Edgeworth's first case.
This witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man.
If he's such a gentleman, I'm sure he doesn't act like one to me. Sir?
Eh? Yes, my dear?
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. There's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, that's not your name. Wait, what? It is? I'm so confused.
Read the line.
Melissa Foster. I'm a college student. A freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? How could you so mean? I asked a question.
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
I don't like the turn this is taking. Is she staring at me? And you would be... Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye. I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
The witness's photograph.
I was using my camera to take some pictures. of wild flowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo to them. I can't talk. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
What if you come get him?
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. Then how would you see the bridge from over there?
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edwards asked me to.
What a cute camera. Just like its owner. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with us, a small but powerful model. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
Yeah, I definitely prefer our old judge. I was using my camera. Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come. Wouldn't they not be in season if it wasn't spring yet?
I know just how you feel.
They wouldn't be in bloom yet. Did not spring.
It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
I noticed there were two people standing on the bridge. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them. It's like some kind of peeping Tom. I don't even know what that is.
A peeping Tom is just someone who, like, spies on someone else.
I think
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight, too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. Wow.
too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very close. Suddenly they started fighting. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. I was literally just asking. I would never eavesdrop. I got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
I really don't like this judge. I really don't like this judge. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So you wanted to be a comedian, huh? No. Not that it had... I can't talk today. Not that it has any bearing on this. Bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. After that, I called the police. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
It's your fault, isn't the criminal. And there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something. It's really good, Mia. I'm waiting for her butterflies to burst into flames again.
Right?
Although that'll probably happen somewhere near the end.
Alright, so.
Her butterflies will probably explode somewhere near the end, though.
What can we use to poke a contradiction in there?
I don't know. Let's see what we have. Okay, we got the attorney's badge. We got the autopsy report. We got the map. We got the phone call letter. The note. The crime photo. I almost said bloody. That's muddy. There's not a bit of red in there. The muddy scarf. The photo that she took. And her camera. And her name is not Melissa Foster. Why the false identity, Dahlia?
How do you know this is a false identity? Exactly. So, she was using her camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then she noticed two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I heard and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
I don't know.
I think it's this. Because she didn't take a picture of them fighting.
She took a picture,
She took a picture of them talking.
Okay. Witness. When you say you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you mean? All I can see is a photo of two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture a crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh! My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up to film everything.
You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one.
What?
Oh, what?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I took your line, I'm sorry.
I know, but like you said, you're used to it.
Yeah.
A little too used to it.
Well, every other case, it's Phoenix.
I know, Phoenix, the guy, not
So
a
it
girl.
pans to the left, and I'm like, yep, I gotta talk now. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took the photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once, too.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
I saw the two of them arguing, and then he pushed, the Feeny pushed him twice. I mean,
Phoenix isn't even at school by this point. So he probably is, actually. Boy, this guy is a real sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Oh, Sora pointed out a good thing. A good point. You asked why he keeps calling you kitten?
Yeah?
Well, you're cat.
Oh my god. He doesn't even know me, though.
He's looking right at you.
He's looking at me.
He's looking at you. Kitten.
I'm 13.
Yeah, he can still call you kitten. Because you're a little cat. Ha ha!
Okay, I get the idea.
I had to... Sora told me that, and I'm like, I gotta remember to tell her.
It's
Ugh.
Now what? Didn't add anything. Oh, it did! Haha! The victim turned around and tried to run away, but she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Okay. The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Like you?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
There's still something wrong with this testimony. There always is, because it's something new. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I really wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Huh, doesn't now. You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has Judge Red Rider wrapped right around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
We already said all this.
I think I see what it is.
Can you give me a hint? Okay. Show me the map. So where was the victim killed?
She's saying... Okay, so let's see. So she's saying that Melissa was standing here. She saw the killer and the victim. They were fighting, and then the victim turned around and ran about 10 yards away, and then got stabbed in the back.
That bridge is not 10 yards wide.
Wide?
Long.
No.
Long.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, look. This right here is 5 yards, so about a lollipop's width. 10, 20, 30, about 35. Or, no. I did that wrong. 5, 10, 15, about 17 and a half yards.
I'm just saying you can't run all the way across the bridge because there's a giant hole in it.
Because what?
There's a giant hole in it.
So there is.
What, she can fly? So what, the victim can fly? Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Fay, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
I still love that. I still love that animation. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. And yeah, she was literally right on the edge of it. She can't jump that far. But they were. And the victim had turned around and tried to run. Well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
And you said 10 yards. But you couldn't even run even 5. But she couldn't run even 5. Because Dusty Bridge collapsed on that side. Ah!
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Ashworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Yeah, that guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Well, Miss Fay, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you more carefully myself. Oh, I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that's the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. So, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. Meow. Dallas is awake. Yep, he's definitely awake. I'm so shaken up.
If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished.
Just don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
The trial isn't over yet.
Huh. That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Fay. Your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe,
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge.
maybe she did.
He cut her off. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
No need to be so rude. Well, young lady?
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
Huh. We're one step too slow. And then, what did the defendant do after that?
You personally witnessed that. Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not. But that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly.
Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge. It's hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? It was raining on that day, correct? There was also a small temple and channeling dojo there. You know those monks? They just love the cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body. Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent! You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? But what?
Hey kitten, have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
She's right. She's right there. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
Okay. Great example, man. Diego. I think his name's Diego.
Diego Armando.
Sounds very Spanish.
Right? So,
What do you think?
well, I know what I think, but I'm not sure how to prove it.
Care to share?
I'm going to try it. If it's right, then I'll explain.
Okay, sounds like a deal.
Nope, I was wrong.
What were you thinking?
Well, she said that's the only way to make sure that the body would be hidden, right? Couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, wait, maybe it's this. Yes, okay.
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. Now I'm confused.
What?
So why would that be odd?
How is it not odd?
How else would you hide it?
Where were they?
On a bridge.
Over what?
A big river.
A big river that they said that people fall in and they never recover the body. So if they don't even know to be looking for a body, they're definitely not going to recover it.
There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Yeah, Edward's reading about the river.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area, and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edward pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah!
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every killer would have tossed the body in the water.
And if Terry had killed that girl back then, he definitely would have known that the river would take the body away. Order! 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 I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fay. But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Ooh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Fay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
What are you talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. You pick that again for some reason.
But again?
I needed to go the other way. Okay.
He carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hit the body in there. Couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to talk about what I saw.
What did I say?
He broke into the trunk of the car and put her in.
What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police.
You're sure that's when you saw... You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain.
I know where it is. Or as Sora put it, I know what it is.
Garrett gave me a hint. Wait, if he broke into the trunk,
Yeah.
how would he be able to close it?
What?
Show me the picture of the trunk again. Yeah, see, look at the trunk handle.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, my camera. Ow, my camera, my camera. You wouldn't be able to hide the body if you couldn't even close the door. The trunk's door.
Not sure that's what they're going for.
So what are you going for? Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying that you saw that, right? With your very own eyes. Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping,
Yeah.
of rock is directly in the way. Oh! That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Ah.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. It's not high at all. I really want to see his car just fine. Never gets old. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Oh, so that's what the part of the cliff was. Okay, I understand now.
What?
I was wondering how she took a photo from behind that cliff and why there was a cliff in the corner of the picture. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping of rock that is being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ah!
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
Well, order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh,
Mr. Judge,
what is it?
I think I must have remembered some things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Miss Fay, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car, and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks on the trunk of it. I'm certain that they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. Question, do you have the X-ray vision?
Right?
Or do you have like laser eye vision? Because how do you see tiny little scratches on the trunk lid of a car from the other side of a cliff? Answer me that, Melissa.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Fay, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. Like she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere?
No.
There has to be, right? There has to be. There has to be, or else we can't finish this part again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lots of posture. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in the field taking photos of flowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fay explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was she happened to be passing by, she put the corpse in herself, she was the only in her car. Really loves it. Hey, I can breathe. Bless you.
Thank you.
Wait, what? You always have to fix my butt.
Yes, well, when I fix your butt, you start sliding again. If I don't fix your butt, you don't slide.
I know, but if you don't fix my butt, I'm staring at the ceiling.
We'll just have to get a projector to project the image up there.
We don't have that kind of technology yet.
So, the reason the witness had seen the scratches was...
What do you think? Definitely not the third one.
Okay.
I love this music.
If it's not the third one, then that means it's either the first one or the second one. How would she have seen the scratches?
I want to say the second one is the most likely. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Ball had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have used the car key. Simply use the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car.
Yeah, are you saying he stole the car through the trunk?
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting for a red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Still doesn't get old. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Ball that put the body in the trunk. No!
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing.
I figured it out.
What?
I figured out how she would be able to put the body in the trunk if they've got the picture of him.
On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is that the shutter for this may not be... Okay. What I'm saying is the shutter for this might not be... I cannot talk.
Wow.
What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Mr. Foster, by Miss Foster herself.
Mr. Foster?
I'm sorry, I'm too used to saying Mr. Foster.
Right.
Because the first principal I ever had was named Mr. Foster.
Right, yeah.
And I would talk to him all the time when I went to school in Mitchell.
Well, yeah, he probably, especially after he learned that you were my little sister. You knew that, right? Not that
Oh
you're my
yeah,
little sister, but...
you used to be good friends with him as well.
Oh, yeah. I would
Mom
go
said-
up to him every day.
Yeah, Mom said you would give him newspapers every day.
No.
Well, library newspapers.
Uh,
Something, you would give him something every day.
A joke.
So would I. So would I. I would give him a joke every day.
Just the way he said that, you just completely flipped, like, so would I.
Yeah, it's just, Mom said you would deliver something to him a lot.
No, I told him a joke every morning. Mr. Witcher, I gave him the newspaper every morning.
Oh, Mr. Witcher.
Yes. I brought him the newspaper every morning so he could read the sports pages. And I'd read him his trivia calendar for the day.
Okay.
Yes. I was
But yeah, unfortunately
a nerd.
you're a nerd.
Oh, yeah. Not that much has changed. But yeah, continue.
Hey, I regret that.
Yeah, no, you were saying something.
I was?
Yeah. You said apparently you were... Or no, you said... I said I brought Mr. Witcher a paper every morning and read him the trivia calendar thing. And then you said, yeah, but now he's...
Oh yeah, now he's retired.
Mr. Witcher?
No, not Mr. Witcher, Mr. Foster.
Oh, yeah.
He said that he was gonna do fishing a lot now.
Well, now he's got plenty of time.
He's doing that. I just don't know where he retired to.
He probably, you know...
I don't even know where the man lives.
Right? Well, he probably went to go make a fishing movie.
Fishing movie?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure he already has the perfect cast.
Oh my god. You
Alright.
would have loved that. You would have loved that if he heard you right now.
Right? So what I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself.
I don't know.
What's the only thing in here that's got a shutter?
That has a shutter.
Yeah.
The car? Oh, the shutter. A camera shutter. Let's take another look at this camera and see what the feature shall we? It has a timer built into it. Even a mini tripod?
Mm-hmm.
What's a tripod?
3 legs.
Oh,
Just standing on top.
that's what they're called.
Yep.
Why? It's almost as if she brought this camera just to take this picture.
A tripod and a timer, so she could set it up, have it pointed in the right spot, and then count down. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if you really did use a camera, not camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? In the river. Where was she? when the incident occurred.
I don't know. Obviously not over in there. Definitely not in the river or else she'd be dead.
Like, there's only one thing I can think of, really.
Where?
Well, I'm not telling. You gotta figure it out.
Give me a hint.
Okay, well, let's walk through it. So the camera was here. She said she was in this field taking, taking pictures of the flowers. But we're saying she had the camera pointed this way and had the timer on, so it would take a picture after a certain amount of time.
Okay.
She also knew that the trunk had been broken into and that the body was put in there. Meaning, she couldn't have been over here. She had to be on this side of the cliff in order to see that.
Yeah, in order to see the car.
Okay. So she's somewhere on this side of the cliff.
I don't know. She was on the bridge herself? Naturally. The witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, order, order! Miss Fay, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car.
Whoosh, there it goes.
But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edward? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal prison.
Sound it out. Penitentiary.
Penitentiary?
Prison.
He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. Listen, Mr. Fold has forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looks like. I don't get it.
You have to prove that he didn't remember what she looked like.
Oh. Okay, let's look at what we have.
We've got the badge. We've got the autopsy report. She was stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5. We get the map of the bridge. We got the victim's note that says February 14th, 1:21 p.m. Falls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. We've got the crime photo that shows her in the trunk. We've got the scarf that she wore. We've got the photo that Melissa took. And we've got the camera.
I don't know.
Hey, I want to meet you at that bridge. Okay, yeah, I can meet you at that bridge. I don't remember what you look like, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I'll, how can I make sure that you identify who I am?
A white scarf will do. Mr. Falls has forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely the bloody scarf. Ah. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No! What just happened?
She fainted, I think. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it? And that's not the only question. There's also, how did she do it?
What do you mean?
Well, Terry showed up in the car and then walked to the bridge where Melissa was waiting. How did Melissa get the body into the trunk of the car?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Huh. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. To be continued.
Do we still have time?
We do still have time. We've got about half an hour.
Okay, that should do.
You think that's enough time to finish the trial?
No. But I don't know, should we stop here?
Up to you.
I'm just gonna torture myself if we don't.
Yeah, but you might even be even more tortured if we keep going, because then we might end on a real big cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sora, I think you're listening in. What do you think? Because you've played through this, and I hope you remember this case at least enough to let us know. Like, are we gonna screw ourselves over if we keep going for half an hour? Why do you keep doing that with your head? You're like thinking.
See, I think we should stop here for now.
You think so?
I'm just gonna end myself on a bigger cliffhanger if we do. If we don't. I can't get my head up.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is push your head back up? You look like you're thinking.
A bit of both. Honestly, if I put my hands like right here, it keeps my head from falling.
No, okay.
So yeah. Okay, guys, we're probably gonna have to stop it right there.
Sora said it'll be a while, I think. Not sure. Also, hi, Sora.
I'm so sorry, Sora. But we're ending it off and you just got here.
I was like 3 a.m. This was another one that he busted through the whole case at once. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So he doesn't remember.
It'll come back to you, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm sorry. We kind of gotta.
If she didn't have an appointment, we would just bust through this case. But
Yeah.
thoughts, theories.
What?
Thoughts, theories.
I don't really have any. Do you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if the girl that was thrown into the river was ever actually thrown into the river, or if it was all a big lie. Either Valerie shot the girl, or the girl was never shot to begin with, or thrown over, and the girl is actually Melissa. And Terry was made to take the fall. Terry falls. And I think that Melissa killed Valerie, which is what really throws me off.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. That's what's throwing me off. But I think she killed Valerie. And then when Terry showed up, somehow she managed to bust open the trunk, throw the body in, shut the trunk, and then get to the bridge before him. And have the camera set up so that it would take a picture of Valerie on the bridge with him. So that he would, yet again, take the fall.
I see.
And it would tie in, too, with, because remember, in her note she wrote, tell Dahlia the truth. Talk to Dahlia. It's time she knows the whole truth. So maybe Valerie told Dahlia something that Dahlia, in a fit of rage, stabbed her in the back. And then she went, uh-oh. How do I get out of this? Oh, look, here's a note saying she's going to meet with this guy at 4:30. So I'll just, I'll hide the body there. I don't know. It's like we're missing a crucial piece of evidence. Terry really was like, Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Don't sing it, you'll be copyright claimed. Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry, not Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie?
That's what Sora says he was like, because he's childlike, I guess. Even though I didn't pick that up. Apparently Phoenix says that he's childlike when he talks. I don't know. And I ain't afraid of no copyright claim.
Anyway. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna have to stop it there. I'm so sorry, you just got here and we have to go. But yes, join us next time on Friday for more. And, like, get to the bottom of this. So we have to see you then. So, bye guys!
Farewell.